I'm going to teach you why you should be using the non-reverse for the rotational technique, and we're going to start right now. What's up, everybody? It's Dave Miller from throwsuniversity.com. And if you are interested in a glide technique, you want to improve your rotational technique, you want to understand the discus throw a little bit better, make sure you comment down below, you like, you subscribe, and you ring that notification bell so that we can help you become a throwers base champion. So at Throws University at Garage Strength, we get asked all the time, Dane, how do you use the rotational technique with a non-reverse? Do you actually use non-reverses when training the rotational technique? And I think it's very, very important that we take a step back first and recognize what are some of the key elements behind throwing. Some of the key aspects behind throwing is that we've got to have technique. Okay, so we have to establish what that technical model is and recognize why we want to do things from a technical perspective. We want to have a fast rate of force development, but we also want to be able to hold the ground so that we can in turn increase our rate of force development. So we have to optimize our technique. That second aspect is that we want to develop feeling. So we want to sit there and recognize feelings for our athletes or for throwers. We want to learn what those different positions feel like when we're moving through the circle. When we're trying to execute that technical model at a high speed, we need to have that feeling. That third big element is that we want to be grounded. If we recognize what those technical models are and we recognize what those feelings are, now that third step is we want to be grounded in our technical model, because grounded creates more feeling, and more feeling creates a faster rate of force development. It all feeds back to this giant circle of improving our technique. So how do we use the non-reverse for the rotational technique of the shot put? What we like to do is we like to recognize with all of our throwers from an early start, we like to use the non-reverse as our first step of teaching. We actually don't want to teach the reverse right away. We want to teach all of our young throwers how to utilize that non-reverse without even educating them on what a reverse is. And this is going to improve their technical understanding. It's going to improve their feeling, and they're going to be grounded once we transition to that reverse. So for our advanced throwers, we like to use the non-reverse as a way of improving their warm-ups. They're going to establish that nice feeling. They're going to do slow throws with that non-reverse position. And the key here for beginners and for the advanced throwers is that you treat the non-reverse the exact same way that you would be treating that full throw. You're going to try and hit that same positions out of the back. You want that nice wide right leg to the middle. We want to keep that upper body back over the dominant leg in the middle. And when we ground that left side, now our right side is going to rotate past the left in a grounded position. And we need to recognize it's important to feel this non-reverse position, because we want to feel that non-reverse grounded position from a full throw. At the end of the day, when all is said and done, we want our full throws to emulate our non-reverses, but at a higher speed, where our weight will transition faster into that left side, and we have to reverse to save the throw. But the non-reverse can be used to develop that feeling. And one of the ways that we like to use this outside of those slow warm-ups is through transition throws. So we might use it as slow warm-ups where we do 6 to 8 full non-reverses at a 40 to 60% tempo. And then during those transition throws where we want to establish that grounded feeling at higher speeds, now we're going to do a non-reverse at 70 to 80 to 85% speed. And we might even do a little bit of a step through with the rotational technique, because we're going to start to feel that trunk position, that stretching on our trunk. And we want to feel that left leg plant at the front of the circle, and we rotate into that flat left foot, because ultimately that's what we're going to be working towards from that full rotational technique perspective when we start to reverse. So we like to use non-reverses for the slow warm-ups, and we really like to use non-reverses for that high-speed transition throws so that we can improve our technique, we can increase our technical feelings, and we can become much more grounded so that we have a longer period to increase our rate of force development. This takes a lot of time. It takes years and years and years of honing in your technique, Make sure you're patient. Make sure you focus on how this will transfer to that big throw, and over a long period of time, your results are going to dramatically increase. If you want more information about the rotational technique, you can click on this video right here. Until next time, guys, peace.